Dark's backpack, and that's what they did this game.
And the thing is, you talk about, you know, maybe the quote-unquote luck for some of these teams, for Entity and maybe ETG, but Fnatic had a relatively unlucky game. They were basically chasing the circle the entire time. They were consistently playing the outskirts of it as well, and for them to make top 2, I think is a good sign for them going on throughout today's games.
And the fact that they actually had one player down.
Yeah.
So that's on top of that. I do think, though, that some teams prefer that. Some teams do prefer working into the circle, playing around the edge, and then sort of going towards the middle later on in the game. And I feel like that's something that might be Fnatic's playstyle. I'm not sure yet because we haven't seen that much from them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, the circle didn't favor them, right? So they had to push into the edge. I don't know if it's a squad that likes to play center. We'll have to find out, like you mentioned. But when they did push into edge, they also pushed into a great position because they had a compound that they could deal with that they actually used to defend against Entity. Because Fnatic and Entity, they were fighting for at least 4 different circles this previous game. So they're back and forth, at least taking pot shots at each other.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of those teams, let's actually take a look at the overall standings now. We've seen how it comes down to just from the last match alone, but now we finally have populated the entire standings with all 24 teams, and you're seeing there. Megastars, you see Fnatic is all making their way through with their first game played, already making it into the top 8.
Wow.
I mean, almost 100 points, 3 games in, right? They do have one more game to go, so unless something terribly wrong happens, like they all disconnect, they should get 100 points.
Well, if that happened, I think
we'll probably reset. Yeah, we'll probably reset.
But look at Entity, sorry, 0 Degree. Like, they didn't play the last game.
Still in second.
And they're still holding second.
That just is a little bit more concerning about the players in Group A rather than anything, though. It just means that nobody from this particular group is doing that well, right?
Yeah.
So that's a very big concerning point. 0 Degree, though, I do want to see more of them, but it has to be said, whether they're going to do better and better as time goes by. We mentioned momentum. That long break could work against them later on.
I mean, only Brawlers can kind of share their chicken dinners out here. Even if Entity gets a chicken dinner at this point, they're going to be looking pretty good. I don't know if they can overthrow Brawlers. I'm pretty certain they can't overthrow Brawlers with only one more game to go, but it will definitely set them up in a good spot when it comes into tomorrow's games.
By the way, we are aware that the matches played are currently not lining up the correct way. Entity have obviously played 3 games, and Fnatic have only played 1, so we'll get that sorted out. But let's move on past the initial top 8 because it comes down to top 16, right? It matters about being in that sweet 16 spot to get through into the finals kicking off on the 8th. And let's look at who's safe at the moment. I think safe is a good word to use here. And one team you're not seeing, Orange Rock.
And Seoul.
And they played 3 games. And
Soul's 2 games in.
Soul's 2 games in. And
Orange Rock 3.
It's just not a good look. I mean, they have played 3 games. I think 2 on Seoul, rather, right?
And Seoul played the first 2, and then they swapped out.
Yeah.
But Orange Rock have played 3 now.
They'll be back.
And you have Blind, this is their first game, and they're in 11th place. So this kind of really shows that anything can really happen, and it's really a battle out of staying from top or from bottom 8. It's weird to say that, but
yeah, it's definitely going to be a battle. I mean, especially moving into tomorrow, like 13th through maybe even 17th to 18th position is going to be like the main focus of storylines for the most part.
Well, if any one of those
super
teams
close.
Get a chicken dinner, they're not through, obviously, but they're in a very good position to be through because of how low the points are.
Only 9 points, right?
Yeah.
And 16. So, I mean, it's super low. So, I mean, I know we keep, talking about Orange Rock. They got 4 points. All they need is 10, theoretically. If we were to end it after this game, they would still qualify. I mean, yes, we're used to Orange Rock being at the top. Do they need to be at the top here in the prelims? Not necessarily. Just top 16.
Yeah, actually, if they win one chicken dinner
they'll be there.
once, they're done. They're good.
Or just frag out one game. I mean, just get 5 or 10 kills a game. I mean, they'll still be there.
But the unfortunate part for them is looking at the teams below them have only 1 game played, but they have 2 points. So as long as the other teams keep getting kills and Orange Rock can't perform, then it's still going to come down to them being out of that sweet top 16. And this coming into our last match of the day for them means they're at the halfway point. And to only have 4 points at the halfway point, or 5 at a minimum now since they get 1 point for last place, what's going to happen? I don't know.
I feel like ETG maybe have to share the wealth a tiny bit. That might be the best chance Orange Rock has.
Especially with
no, definitely not.
Orange Rock, their sworn nemesis here. I mean, we were talking to players who are like, hey, we're going to mop up the floor with Orange Rock, and that's what they're doing here. Orange Rock, I mean, they're getting mopped up. I feel bad for this squad, but hopefully 3 games deep, they're not too tilted. They got 1 more game to go here today.
I do want to point out that our next map is actually Sandhawk, and if in my history of casting PUBG, Sandhawk is always the map that flips everything over, though. So if anything is gonna change, it's gonna be here on Sandhawk.
So Orange Rock Chickenera is what you're saying.
I'm gonna actually say that Orange
Put
Rock
words in
will
his
do
mouth.
good. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with it.
Okay.
Orange Rock is gonna do great in this upcoming match.
I'm gonna go with Fnatic, Brawlers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Brawler's going to win the fourth game.
I
Why
don't think
not?
they're
If
gonna
we're
win the
taking
fourth
three.
game. They can't win the fourth game.
They can, though. Look at the way they've been playing. They
can't.
obviously could
They
do
can't.
it.
They just can't do
Oh.
it. 4 Chickeneras. I mean, my goodness.
And
That'd be
INS. I will add in INS. Since you got
Okay,
2 each,
okay,
I'm gonna go
okay.
and add INS.
Yeah, all right.
That's
I'm
fair.
doing only Brawlers. I'm just going to stick with them because I want their jersey, like you won Fnatic earlier on. But thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. We're going to head to a short break. But when we come back, we're going into potentially the great equalizer. It's going to be Sandhawk, and it's going to be after a few moments.
What prevents you from becoming the real deal? Fast downloading. They always get into the field quicker than you. Falling behind? No, not gonna happen. Stay calm and be cool. Nothing will stand in your way. A true hero must step up to defeat the enemies when there's no one to count on. Vivo Multi-Turbo. A real strong core makes you a real professional player.
Welcome to the PUBG Mobile Lite Halo Weeks. We're happy to bring you our Halloween-themed mode, Survive Till Dawn. In this new mode, players will undergo 3 days and 2 nights of harsh trials. Survive the attacks of zombies and other survivors to become the last person standing. Do you want to see dawn break on the 3rd day? Then you'd better remember the following tips for survival. Collect as many supplies as you can during the day. You can never have too much ammo or medicine. Before night falls, search for a good building to hide in and prepare your defenses. Zombies appear during the night. The zombies can find you no matter where you hide. So your best tactic to fight the zombies right now is to squat inside a room with only one exit and kill the zombies with cover from your teammates. We've prepared an even greater surprise for you. Other than the normal zombies, a mysterious organization will use airdrops to distribute their biochemical experiment, Playins. This powerful elite zombie descends from the sky and tries to kill all enemies within sight. The greater the danger, the greater the rewards. The map shows your repayment will drop from the sky. Kill it to get powerful weapons as your reward. The M134 minigun minigun and flamethrower. These two survival till dawn exclusive weapons can definitely help you survive these 3 days and 2 nights. But remember, zombies aren't your only enemies, as other survivors are also a threat to you, so don't hesitate to eliminate them. Once you manage to survive, you'll get the unique achievement Until Dawn. Team up with your teammates to play Survive Till Dawn during Hallow Weeks.
Welcome back, everyone, to the PMCO Fall Split South Asia Regional Prelims. And you know what? Before we get into our fourth game, I want to talk about what we just saw on the screen. Because you know what? I feel like us three could squad up and do pretty damn well against some zombies.
I don't know if we can annihilate the Hayman. I don't know if you saw the Hayman. The Hayman drops from the special package from above and is like, I guess your height. You're kind of the same height as Hayman.
I probably am. I mean, he did have a big nose when I saw him drop as a zombie. But nonetheless, I think we can do it.
I think you might stick out like a sore thumb, though. Not very stealthy, though.
I mean, I'm not tall in game. I'm just tall in real life.
Yeah, we're all the same size.
I have better reception, you know, because I have phone up higher than the rest of you.
But I did notice that they got the minigun, the flamethrower. I didn't have an opportunity to use the flamethrower because I didn't play that game mode. But back in Payload, they did have the minigun. They had a rocket launcher, helicopters. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't queuing up in the normal matches. I was queuing up in Payload nonstop just because of those extra weapons. I mean, do you ever see those? I mean, we got some time. You already know where I'm going with this. Do you ever see those in comp? Miniguns,
no.
Grenade launcher, rocket launcher?
I would like to, but at the same time, I kind of want to preserve the integrity of the game.
Integrity?
Kind of.
It's a video game.
See, I want to see someone with a flamethrower
exactly.
rock straight up into a compound and just blow everyone away.
Okay. Imagine brawlers with
Fine.
the flamethrower.
Only in one condition. You can mount it onto vehicles.
No.
This isn't Mad Max.
No. I think it would be okay to bring in grenade launchers if you limit the carrying capacity of the ammunition, maybe like 2. But you can only carry 2. So you got 2 grenades that you can just chuck into a building.
Are you using your own grenades? Or using
it's
grenades?
ammo. It's ammo.
For it.
Yeah,
so
it's ammo.
Pick up
for
grenades
grenade
to give it
launcher.
ammo.
And then you load it in the tube, and then it'll poof, and then you toss it in and whoosh.
What about like a t-shirt gun? And you just knock them out. You stun them for like 5 seconds if you hit them. Can we get a t-shirt gun in here? I would actually love to have something like that. And
hey, you!
Yeah,
if we had some Soul t-shirts in there, some Fnatic I mean, Brawler t-shirts.
If it was a Fnatic jersey in there, I'm pretty sure we would leave the desk, run up into the stands, and try to catch it.
That is true. So
still waiting on that Fnatic jersey.
Waiting on it. I mean, they just came in. They only got 1 game in so far, you know. After the end of today, maybe you'll see me.
But do you want one of the player jerseys, or do you want your own name on the back?
I want a used player jersey.
Will
so
you wash it?
Smell it and then wear it,
hang it up,
and have them sign it.
Oh yeah, the whole squad too.
I'll have everybody sign it. You guys can sign it as well.
I don't know if I want to be in that room after a jersey's been worn for an entire event, and you're playing it up.
Esports sweat?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Well, I mean, maybe
we got esports sweat going on. I mean, he's got esports sweat going on.
It smells like energy drinks. That's what it smells like.
Sponsored by esports sweat.
Esports sweat.
Well, anyways, moving into Sandhawk as we're going to brush aside our potential dreams of Voyaging into making a business for energy drinks. We're talking about Sandhawk because that's our 4th game. It's more importantly the last game for Group A. So we have to keep in mind that this is their last game. If they want to have a decent ending to their day, they got to step up here. For ATG Brawlers, 4 in a row. Can they do it?
No, I'm going to say it's definitely not going to happen.
What will you do if they don't do it? That's my question.
I will shave Dave's mustache.
I think he has to.
There's a price. If you really want to shave it,
$10,000.
$10,000
oh my God.
USD. I'll shave it for you.
No,
I'll let you keep it.
I think we actually could get that if we get like a GoFundMe going or something like that.
Well, we
maybe
could start
like
a crowdfund. Yeah, that would make sense.
So you didn't answer the question though. If they do get 4 chicken dinners, what do we get from you?
Yeah.
I'll buy drinks tonight.
That's dangerous. We have like 3 Brits with us and an Irish man. So
okay. Just for you
okay.
two.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're Americans. You're fine. Okay. I'm not too worried about it.
Whoa.
Whoa. You're in an American sandwich right now.
Yeah.
A tall man American sandwich. Anyways, so looking into Sandhawk now.
Sandhawk.
What's going to be different about this map that we haven't seen yet? Obviously very similar to Vikendi, but this is going to be a massive difference from Miramar to here.
It's moist.
Very moist.
Very moist. I mean, one quick thing.
Okay.
You didn't let me talk about it. I feel bad.
I was a little scared where you're going.
Group A. All right. Trust Process, Entity, the Brawlers, Elementrix, or Synergy Retribution, Megastars, and Orange Rock. Out of those teams from Group A, Trusted Process has been doing good, Entity Gaming's been doing good, and then, of course, the Brawlers have been doing good. Besides that, Megastars kind of average, I feel like. So if you're those three teams, regardless of your results here in the final game, I mean, this is like a bonus round, I feel like, for those three teams.
I feel like it's just them going to be having some fun.
Exactly. But if you're the other teams,
You know that this is your time. You got to make something happen.
on Sandhawk, which is crazier than all the other maps because of the close quarters, the different terrains, and not to forget the tuk-tuk.
The moistness too.
The moistness. I mean, we'll probably see some tuk-tuk action. Personally, not my favorite vehicle. I mean,
like
going uphill with that is...
I feel like we said moist way too many times on air today, actually. I think
Well,
we hit
you
our
just
quota.
added... we
I'm
got a
allowed to
little
get
graphic.
one. You all had like 3.
I only had one.
Excuse me.
Sandhawk is moist. It's wet. It's a jungle. Humidity is crazy out there. I mean, he wouldn't make it.
It's pretty moist.
You asked the questions. This is your fault.
Other people, he lives in the Philippines. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to handle it.
You know, we live in the tropics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be moist.
It's very moist there.
It's very
yeah.
moist. Very moist.
Well, you know what?
All
Luckily
right.
for us, we've been talking about one of the teams for a lot today. They've had a lot of circles in all the different games. It's Entity Gaming. We have a little bit of an interview with them to learn a little bit more about the team. Hopefully, their sights on the rest of the game.
सब गेमर्स आई होप आप लोग ऑडियंस पे बैठ के काफी एंजॉय कर रहे हैं बिकॉज इंटेंस पबजी के बीच में लाइक मोमेंट्स क्राट ला रहा है आपके लिए और अभी के लिए हमारे पास इंडिया की टॉप ई स्पोर्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की टीम है टीम एंटिटी गेमिंग थैंक यू सो मच गाइस आप आए घातक एंड को सो इंट्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट करते हैं
My name is Jonathan Ambral. My in-game name is Entity Jonathan. I play for Entity Gaming and I live in Mumbai.
मेरा नाम एंटिटी घातक है. मेरा रियल नेम अभिजीत अंधारे है. मैं एंटिटी गेमिंग के लिए खेलता हूँ. मेरा रोल आईजीएल का है, इन गेम लीडर का है और मैं पुणे से हूँ.
My name is Suraj Majumdar and my in-game name is Entity Neo. I play for Entity Clan. My role is Assaulter and I'm from Mumbai.
मेरा नाम है वीरेन और मेरा इन गेम नेम है एंटिटी वीरू. आई प्ले फॉर एंटिटी गेमिंग. मेरा इन गेम रोल है असॉल्टर एंड आई लिव इन औरंगाबाद.
नाइस टू नोइंग यू गाइस थैंक यू सो मच आपने टाइम निकाला. मुझे जानना है, मेरी ऑडियंस को जानना है कि एंटिटी के जो प्लेयर्स है टॉप प्लेयर्स इनका आइडल जो आपका लोड आउट होता है वो कैसा होता है?
In the game, I use M416 and 6x spray, and the secondary gun I prefer Car 98.
क्यों कार 98 लाइक यू स्नाइपर?
Yeah, पट्टे से.
आई ये लाइन तो चलती है. घातक.
और मैं M762 M4 लेता हूँ और बहुत सारा मतलब लाइक स्मोक्स यूटिलिटीज ज्यादा लेता हूँ मतलब लाइक
Support player.
हाँ सपोर्ट. आईजीएल मेरा काम है आईजीएल और मेरे बंदों को बचा के मुझे लास्ट जोन तक लेके जाना है. ये मेरा काम है. तो बाकी मतलब ज्यादा करके सपोर्ट की चीजें मैं लेता हूँ.
नहीं हो
मेरा तो M416 और DP वरना M416 और M16 क्योंकि एंड जोन में DP और M16 से तो बहुत किल एकदम इजीली मतलब मिल जाते हैं. M416 स्प्रे के लिए M16 ऐसा किल अगर चाहिए वन टैप करके तो इजीली मिल जाते हैं और DP भी इजीली स्प्रे होता है इसके लिए DP भी प्रेफर करता मैं.
वीरू आप?
मेरा मिनी है क्योंकि फॉर लॉन्ग वो DMR है तो फिर वन टैप्स के लिए उसका सही है और फिर क्लोज रेंज के लिए AKM.
तो यू आर द
प्रेफर
मास्टर.
AKM.
आप एक
हाँ.
डिसेंट रेंज
मिनी से किल भी स्टिल अच्छे से होता है.
हाँ.
एंड जोन में मिनी से बहुत अच्छे.
एंड या किल्स अब बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि पहले था
Still
सर्वाइवल.
अभी किल पॉइंट्स या
किल डिपार्टमेंट अच्छा होना चाहिए.
यस हमारी टीम किल के लिए